So how do I get a good note, really? What should I be looking for? Okay, good. So I look at a few things. I wrote them down here. Number one, I look at the collateral valuation. So I like properties that are maybe valued at 800,000, 500,000 to $1 million, whatever, okay? I want that collateral, which is whatever the note is secured against that house or that building, to be having a good value, number one. I want to make sure that the note is in the first lien position. So I don't have to worry about being in the second lien position. So I can be the one foreclosing. I talk to the owner of the property directly. I will look at second lien positions if the loan to value is less than 65%. So the property is $1 million. There is a first lien of 500,000 and the second lien 150. So I say first lien is 5, second lien 150. So together is 650 against the $1 million property. That's 65% loan to value. Guess what? If I take that second lien and there's a problem, they don't pay me, and probably they don't pay the first lien as well, I can make the payments on the first lien, and then I will then try to sell that note, foreclose. I just will pay off the first lien position and take over the property at 65% loan to value, even with closing costs and legal fees and whatever. I get it at 70 cents on the dollar, 700,000, the property is $1 million. We put it in auction, see what it sells for. If it sells, I get paid everything with my late fees and penalties. If not, the property reverts to me and I'll get that property and I'll sell it and make a killing. So I look, number one, the collateral value, if it's the first lien or second lien, so I can understand the lien versus the value and what the percentage is. And then I look if there are any, if I'm in the first position, is there another lien? Is there a second lien? I like that. If I'm in the first position, there's another lien, because when there is a default, that second lien is going to call me and pay me off because they're going to lose a lot. So I like that. I want to know if there are any other liens. I look at the history, ask them for the history of payment. I want to see that loan was given 13 months ago. What happened 13 months? They were paying very well for 10 months. Then that's it. The guy lost his job. The lady just, they got a divorce. Whatever the situation is, I want the history of the payment. I want the borrower credit. What was his or her credit? I want to know what type of business they're in. Oh, that's a doctor and they're in default. Let me work it out with them. Did they get sick? Or is there a delay? Was there an issue? So I want to know their credit, their job. I want to know who's the borrower. So I look first at the collateral, then the lien, then the borrower who was paying on that note that I'm supposed to buy. If there is no default and the property is performing, that's the note I want. I'm looking for the collateral, the lien and its performance, and then who's the borrower and the fact they're paying. And then I have an attorney verify the mortgage documents in case I need to foreclose. I don't want to go to foreclosure, something bad happens, I'm buying it as a performing note, then it doesn't perform, I go to a lawyer to foreclose and they say, you know what, that document is not signed correctly, this is not his signature, look, his signature here, signature there. You remember Robo signing many years ago? So I always like to have an attorney, a real estate attorney that's familiar with mortgages in that specific state to give us the blessings. Yep, if there is something going bad, we can foreclose on this. And then I ask about any communication with the current payor. Have you reached out to them? Did they tell you something that's why you want to sell the note? Yeah, they said they're losing their job. Oh, you know what? We called them, they say they're in default and they're not gonna make the payment, but they can make this small payment. So they want it to be modified. So I repeat all what I look for. The collateral valuation, if I'm the first or second lien position, and what's the total debt against the valuation. So 65% loan to value, I don't want to go more than that. I like expensive properties. I like California properties, non-judicial states, easier to foreclose, Arizona, Nevada. I'm not crazy about Nevada, but anyway. I want to know if there are any other liens. I want to know the history of the payments, the borrower's credit, borrower's job. I want an attorney to verify the mortgage paperwork, that everything is done correctly. And I want to ask for any communication and the documentation of that communication with the payor who is actually performing or non-performing. And then I'll make a very good and sober decision. We love liens. Those that set up real estate funds with us, you guys know, you raise the money from investors, you buy a discount note, you get it, the income starts coming in right away, you can pay your investors, and then anytime you can sell it for more on that discount, you're making money. Those are performing from day one. I love these. And it's non-performing, you're getting it to be able to modify or do a backdoor to foreclosure, work with people to get good cash flow on the discount you got. Cool.